were here 1 week ago to give you game one between the Durham Hawks and the Deseronto Bulldogs. It was an epic battle. They played one more since then. And we're here to get you caught up. Two terrific teams, high-powered, high-octane offense with the will to succeed on defense, and two of the most incredible goaltenders in the league. Alex Lapazera, who's 2-0-1 in the playoffs, a .227 goals against average, and a .951 save percentage in these playoffs with one shutout. At the other end of the ice, Aaron Young, 3-0-0, 2.4 goals against average, and a .939 save percentage. Both goalies have been spectacular in these playoffs, and we look for the exact same thing again here tonight. Amazing hockey through 60-plus minutes in game one. The exact same thing in Durham's home rink for game two. Two different scores. We'll get you all caught up with two teams that are 3-3 on the season, including the regular season, as well as these playoffs. They've went back and forth, but sooner or later, in the next 3 games or less, we will have to have a winner. Hello everyone, and welcome again to another exciting edition of NPHL Central. I'm Billy Bull. I'll be doing your play-by-play for the evening, and alongside my trusted colleague and son, James Bull, will be doing all the technical aspects you will see tonight. Well, Deseronto in game one won a brilliantly played game, 5-4 in overtime. A back-and-forth game that saw both teams come out with an obvious objective to try and dominate and show they are the best team to come out of their conference as the best in the West. Both lineups are loaded and have so much talent that there is no way to know who will win this series. Lapazera and Aaron Young put on a clinic, and without those pair in nets, the score could have easily been 10-9. Taylor Best and Dakota Betts both had a goal and an assist for Durham. Jacob Friend added 4 helpers, while Austin Eastman was a force all night, grabbing a goal and 2 assists. That style of hockey, it was fast, furious, physical, and was never ending. And a great goaltending at both ends of the ice. It was a perfect way to start this series. Game 2, we did not have for you here on NPHL Central. It was from the Rickard Recreational Complex, and it was a bit of a different story on the scoreboard, but the competitive level was still very even. When the final buzzer sounded, the final shots read 54-53 in favor of Deseronto. The scoreboard read 6-2 Hawks. Both teams did everything possible to secure the win, but Durham was lighting the lamp with consistency. Taylor Best continued to be a catalyst for his club, scoring twice and adding 2 assists. Andrew Reinold, Brian Bickle, and Dawson Baker had a goal and an assist, and Alex Lapazera again stopping 50 of 52 shots en route to the win. Alex has now stopped 142 of 149 shots directed his way during these playoffs, giving him an unreal .953 save percentage. Absolutely ridiculous numbers for that netminder. I got a great opportunity to meet him after the game and out by the bus, letting the car warm up, and congratulations, Alex, you were incredible. At the other end, Corey Kuipers had played in that game, but as we had spoken earlier on, that Aaron Young in game one, they traded saves, Lapazera and Aaron Young, just going back and forth. Absolutely incredible goaltending. And, I think there was 4 ejections on the Durham Hawks side. They'll look to avoid that in this evening's contest. Both captains, Andrew Reinold and Johnny Hill, really are playing big roles. Reino finally got on the score sheet there in the last game, but he's doing the little things that's keeping the Durham Hawks on the straight and narrow. He's really finding a way to keep his team in check, really trying to get them going. And he's done an incredible job of that in the physical play and setting them up to try and give them a look. And a guy like that and Johnny Hill, they are going to be shadowed. The Austin Eastmans as well, the Betts, the St. Hills, I could go on and on. Bickles, they try to be Baker shadowed throughout the contest, but, the great ones find a way, and Rhino did in game 2. And Johnny Hill has been absolutely incredible throughout this series. Not lighting the lamp on the score sheet as of late. He's got 2 goals and an assist in the 4 games. It's been absolutely incredible at both ends of the arena. In the lineup tonight, definitely will be Mitch Gustafson for the Deseronto Bulldogs. Number 91 in your score sheet, number 1 in your hearts. We were here just last season when he took that massive hit into the boards right here in front of us and sustained an injury and was now I don't see, there he is right there. Sustained an injury. It was a gut check time, folks. Resonated through this dog pound arena. Deseronto really lost a warrior in number 91 throughout that series. He's back in the lineup for the Bulldogs in the playoffs. And yes, I know, folks, he's been around for a very long time. And, it's no surprise to you all that he is back in a Deseronto uniform. But I just wanted to point it out because it's something that I will never, ever let go. It was an incredibly difficult thing to watch. And so glad to see you back in the lineup. Big time Gustafson. And our good buddy at center ice, Luigi Martone, getting set for the game. Shout out to his family, friends, and loved ones, as this game couldn't get any bigger. Both hockey clubs really want the W here tonight. Nobody, for one, Deseronto does not want to go down 2-1 and go back to Durham. Durham has been incredible on their home ice. They have several of them. And Durham would love to get up on top for this game and do some damage to the Deseronto confidence level, because the dog pound has not been an easy place to play this season. And if Durham can find a way to scrape one together, they've got to win one on the road. That's the way it's got to go. They split the first 2 games, both teams winning their home games. So they've got to win on the road, one of them. And can it be this one here tonight? Yes, the game is starting a little late because of the, I think they had some Zamboni issues. I'm not 100% sure, but maybe get into the psyche of either club. And for Durham, they hope it's them. And Deseronto, they hope it's in their favor. We're happy to have you on hand, folks. These are 2 loaded hockey clubs, both very, very sound on the back end and offensively, and leading the charge in points for the Bulldogs throughout these playoffs has been Alex Tung. In his 3 games in the playoffs, he's got 2 goals and 5 assists for 7 points, leading the way. Dorian Overland, he has been unreal for these Bulldogs. He's got 3 goals and 3 assists in his 4 games. Austin Eastman, as I said in the opening, 2 goals and 3 assists, but he's doing so much more. Him and Jason Shaw as well, both of them with 2 goals and 3 assists to boot, have been terrific. Noah Brandt, a force on the ice every time he is out there, and Jacob Friend as well. A great job for the Bulldogs. On the Durham Hawks side, Taylor Best brought it up in the opening, but his 4 goals and 5 assists lead the way for Durham. Dawson Baker, 3 goals, 5 assists on his campaign. Brock Ackerman, 4 goals, 3 assists. 4 goals as well for Brian Bickle. A lot of goal scorers up in the 4 mark. I mean, that's 3 of them on the front page there, which is absolutely incredible. Spreading out the goal scoring. 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 assists for Dylan Stryver, and Justin Lemke with his 2 goals and 4 assists rounds out the top 5. So some different names on the front page of the Durham Hawks leading scorers. And it's a good sign. It means that everybody is coming to the window trying to make an impact. And we are really excited to be on hand for this one, folks. It's going to be a game for the ages. I would give you some updates around the league, but I have zero internet inside this building. The only thing I saw was that Halton Hills is down to the iron game there, and that game, if they can't find a W, that will be a 4-1 series win. So I know North Dundas is playing South Stormont. North Dundas, if they find a W, will move on to the next round. Later on tonight, Barry's Bay looking to wrap up their series with Manotick. Smith Falls as well with a 2-0 lead over Tweed. They're looking to wrap that series up tonight. Tweed looking to stay alive. So a lot going on around the league tonight, as usual, on a beautiful Saturday night here from the Dog Pound in Deseronto, Thayendanegea. Beautiful, beautiful area. We want to say thank you to Lindsay and Stefan from Durham, the Tuckers, Richard Krause and company. They have been so welcoming and incredible, and trying to get us going for this game, and trying to find the private Wi-Fi as well so that we can make this stream a little bit more smoother for you at home. But again, we will have, this will be the only time I bring it up, we will have the recorded version coming to you right as soon as we get home to Kingston, Ontario. But we will try and stay live with you as long as we can. It's almost like a radio broadcast at some points, I do know that. So just a shout out to Durham and Deseronto for your support here, and Durham all season long with having us do all of your road games, as many as possible. It's greatly appreciated. And we will have for you later on where we will be tomorrow. It'll either be the Durham home rink, or we'll be out in Barry's Bay. And I'm not sure, I highly doubt she's watching yet, but shout out to my sister. She is my sister-in-law, but I consider her my sister, Shannon. Great that you're coming back to Kingston, my dear. Welcome home, and we will catch up as soon as I'm back at the house there. And unfortunately, you can't make it out to Barry's Bay tomorrow. I know that you love it out there. It's a beautiful place, and I know that schedule conflicts may make it impossible for you to make it out to that game, but we got a long time in front of us, and we got to make the best of it. So I'm really happy that, Shannon, that you're home, and I can't wait to see you, darling, big time. Well, we're 2:30 away. James, I didn't even ask you what the highlight packages you have for this game. I think you told me, but I can't remember. You have the last... Okay. You know what we'll do? So in the first intermission, we'll do the previous game between the last regular season game between Durham and Des. And then in the second intermission, we'll have the All-Star game. And in the first intermission, we'll have their previous meeting. So a lot going on, folks. James has got the highlight packages ready to roll. I cannot even get into the YouTube channel chat room. So if somebody wouldn't mind putting up in there, if somebody's asking some questions, just to let them know, not ignoring them. I can't comment in there at all right now. It's been rocking actually the last several weeks, so I just don't want you to think I'm ignoring you. And I hope everybody enjoys themselves. Julie LaPazzera, good luck to your lad there in net, Alex. And on the other side of the cable, Richard Krause, good luck to your Deseronto Bulldogs. The great thing about this, folks, is it's small towns across Ontario and into Quebec that I get to cheer for every single one of them. I do not have a favorite. I just love every single team as much as I could, which is great. James and I never lose when we go to the arena. It's fantastic. So, count it down, folks. 45 remaining here in the pregame, and we are set to clear the ice once again and get ready for this incredible epic tilt between the high-powered pair of them, Deseronto Bulldogs and the Durham Hawks. Game 2 was incredible. Game 1 was a great way to start it. what do they have in store for Game 3 as the series is tied 1 apiece. So from the Dog Pound in Deseronto, MPHL Central will be right back, folks, after this highlight package. Thanks for tuning in. Back over to Chad Duchesne. That is going to go all the way down for Shaw. Shot stopped by La Pizzera. Put that up in the neutral zone. Owens on him quickly is Mood. Chases St. Hillary as well, but he needs a line change. That pass over, connects. He's in on goal. What a great defensive play by Jeffers. The Pizzera lets the puck settle down, and he shoots and scores. Alex Ewell, the redirect in front of that net, caused a rebound. They pumped it through the 5-hole. And it is 1-0, and I think this is where the teddy bear toss comes into play. I'm pretty sure, yep, there it is, the teddy bear toss. First goal of the game. And they will scatter the ice. Some teddy bears. And a face-off one for the Bulldogs as they control. Pass over to Friend. Across the blue line, that's the pass over. Blue will pick it off, send it off the wall, and it'll get in the Deseronto zone, but a quick turn. And this is what Deseronto does very well, is control a lead. Overland shot, stopped by La Pizzera. Behind the net, trying to get there quickly. That's it to the top of the circle, and La Pizzera scampers back and gets the glove on that one. What a great save indeed. Good Lord above. The Hawks sitting. There's a question in the chat here. I'll get it. Pass the top of the circle. Thrown into the corner. Knocked down into the slot. Chance scores! Right on the doorstep. And Deseronto is up 2-0. A shot knocked down. He was patient. Right on the doorstep. Nothing La Pizzera can do on that one. The Bulldogs lead it 2-0. Try and get around the oncoming forechecker at the blue line. Sent into the slot. Dakota Betts throws it. Luke Brown will pick it off in the corner. He's looking out into the front of the net and he'll throw it. Go to the top of the circle and cycle it to the blue line. Try to get around him. Turn it back to the point. The pass over. They're in the shot. Scores! That's 3 straight. The Bulldogs are rolling. What a pass and what a goal. The teams, they want us to do any of their hockey games on the road or at home. Allows their fans, if you want us to do their road games, allows your fans to be able to see it. A chance, slot, shot, he fired it just far side and wide. Lemke sends that up to Reinhold, breakaway. Andrew Reinhold scores! Durham's first goal of the game comes from number 16, the captain, with 2:07 to go here in the second period. One of the worst guys in the league to send alone on a breakaway. And he made quick work of that one. 9-1 instead of 3-1. Deseronto, the team, they smell blood. And they are like sharks in the water. Shane sending it in behind the net. Shaw coming out, sent it through the slot. Along the wall. Oh boy, being harassed in front of the net by Noah Brandt. That's chipped down. And Young. Oh, he couldn't find it, and he scored! St. Hill, a gift. And he can't even believe it. Josh St. Hill. I'm pretty sure it was his grandma watching the show there the other night. Well, there's a gift for you. And 2-1, that's in the second period. And we want to just give a special thank you to the Deseronto staff here. 2 shout-outs in the game. That's actually never happened before for us. And we really appreciate it. We love doing this. We wish we could do every single game. Betts scored! Oh my word! How did that find the back of the net? Holy Dinah indeed. and we are all knotted up at 3. Dakota Betts firing that one. And Deseronto is in total disbelief there. And move it back to the blue line. Shot through by Tung. He's been incredible. And if he scores, I would not be surprised. He's had such a great game. Jefferson hits his skate. And they're out in a 2-on-1 with Ackerman. Jeffers shot, and Young comes up with a beauty glove save. That's got to be number 5 or 6 on the night. Loses him for a half a second, gets the stick back on him, and a nice play to get it out through center. No, he can't. Loses control of that one. Betts knocks his man down. Ogden trying to get it away from Betts. I'll tell you, from ice level. Chance over now, Brown shoots! Stop! It just dribbled! And it's sent all the way down the ice. Kept in by Lemke. Knocked off the stick. Picked up by Reinhold. 21 seconds remaining. Reinhold, the pass over. Lemke, and Young comes up big. 15.4 remaining. Won by Deseronto. 13 seconds to get it up quick. Picked off by Betts. Betts over to Lemke. Tried to sift it into Reinhold. 6 seconds remaining. Lemke fighting for it. He's got a chance. Lemke in. What a great play. Unbelievable defense. Awesome D by Friend. And now we're going to get a shootout. And a very animated crowd, folks. It is terrific here. Reinhold will pick the puck up at center ice and move in on goal. The move, and he scored. Reinhold with a beauty move. He's hard to beat in a shootout. And it's 1-0 Durham. What does he have in his bag of tricks? And is La Pizzera up to the test? Brown picks the puck up and moves in. Stopped by La Pizzera. Got the game-tying goal to get us here. Can he get them a 2-0 lead in the shootout? He's in. Shot and a great save by Young. The glove has been magic all night long. Why not one more time? With speed. Oh. Scores! Jordan cannons through the 5-hole, and it's 1-1. He is a dipsy doodler. Let's see what he's got. Ackerman in. Moves, and Young is there to meet him. That glove is something special. They might rightly need to try something else. Go blocker, 5-hole, something besides Young's glove. Dorian Overland looking to ice it away for the Bulldogs on goal. And it's stopped by La Pizzera. A nice move in that backhand. La Pizzera threw up the leather. Scriver picks the puck up at center and is in. Rolling puck, and he scored. Young, I don't think, thought he was going to shoot it as the puck hopped on him, and he beat him blocker side. As I said, don't go glove. Young's too good. Tung has been absolutely amazing. Alex Tung for Deseronto. Can he do it once again? Tung, stopped by La Pizzera, and the Hawks will beat Deseronto on their home ice. But what a game we were treated to, folks. My goodness me. Thanks, Deseronto, for all your hospitality. And you guys put up a great game, but Durham was too strong with a great comeback win. 3 straight goals in the later stages of the second and late part of the third period. And, I mean, if they meet up in the playoffs, folks, you need to get down to whatever arena they're in, because it's going to be a battle right to the bitter end. A great 65 minutes of hockey. Shootout was incredible. And we were glad we were on hand for it, folks. Let me tell you. It's fired up. As a fan of the Northern Premier Hockey League, this is what you hope for. 8 teams that are so deserving of a trip to the finals that every game leads us down a blind path. Nobody knows what the end result will be. But one thing is for certain, we will be treated to 60 minutes of some of the best hockey you will ever see. Why is it so special? These players, they play with passion, pride, and determination. Not because they're being paid millions of dollars. Not because of sponsorships, but because of their love for the game of hockey, because of their love for their hometown, and because the small towns they play for give off a vibe like a big market club. The buzz and emotion that comes from the stands is heard through the ears of every skater, and it's felt and driven through the blade of their skates, giving them that second effort needed to push their team over the top. It's small towns all over Ontario and Quebec, with big league talent wearing their loved jerseys, bringing a community together to the local hockey rink. This time we are at the Dog Pound as Hawks circle overhead, looking to strike a devastating blow so far away from the nest. But with the incredible support of their loyal fans, Durham can feel them gliding along right beside them. Game 3 from Deseronto. Big league hockey from small towns. It doesn't get any better than this. Hello everyone, located at the mouth of the Napanee River on the shore of the Bay of Quinte, known as the Eastern Gateway to the Bay of Quinte, is where NPHL Central is located on this Saturday night for Game 3 of the Capital Conference Playoffs from the Dog Pound in Deseronto, as the Bulldogs host the Durham Hawks in what has been one of the most memorable series the Northern Premier Hockey League has put on display for the 2025-26 season. Both teams are loaded with high-end talent. Both teams have incredible goaltending, smoking offense, and the expectation that they have what it takes to win the championship when the dust settles. And they would be correct. As we've seen from these clubs, they can pull off some incredible, miraculous comebacks, dominating performances, and more importantly, the never give up mentality that makes them a competitor in every single game. You can have talent, but without the will and drive to succeed, no amount of talent will get you out of the first period. Two clubs that have what is necessary to win on any given night. The beauty about hockey is only one team will emerge victorious. We have it all on NPHL Central from the Dog Pound in Deseronto. It's Billy Bull, James Bull, doing all of the technical aspects that you will see miraculously getting us live. It is James Bull for this epic tilt between the Durham Hawks and the Deseronto Bulldogs. Game 1 and 2 went exactly the way we figured and hoped that it would go. Splitting the first 2 games right down the middle. An overtime game in Game 1 saw Deseronto get off on the right track on their home ice in a beautiful game, come from behind, back and forth, seesaw battle. And then saw Alex Lepizera make some incredible saves. It saw Aaron Young battle him save for save. Glove saves were on full display. Game 2, 105 shots were directed towards both of these goalies. And the final result was a Durham 6-2 victory. Tonight, Game 3. This is the fork in the road, folks. One team will go up 2-1. Will it be the one who will be home tomorrow? Or will it be the club at the home rink tonight? NPHL Central from the Northern Premier Hockey League playoffs on another beautiful, as always, Saturday night at the local hockey rink. James Bull and myself will have everything for you next. But let's send it down to ringside for our beautiful O Canada. Folks, thanks for tuning in.
If you are a returning fan, thank you for your support. If this is your first time watching the Deseronto Bulldogs and the Northern Premier Hockey League, you're in for a treat as your Bulldogs take on the Hawks from Durham in Game 3 of a 1-1 tie series. Please rise the jury as we play the Canadian national anthem.
Another beautiful night from the Dog Pound this time. Northern Premier Hockey League action. There is nothing like it. Small towns giving us a big league experience. Nadia Brandt, Noah Brandt's wife, shout out to you. She's in the hospital right now, and we send our thoughts and our prayers for a speedy recovery to you. We know Noah will be playing, and every stride on the ice tonight will be for you. So we hope for a very speedy recovery for the lovely wife of Noah Brandt. Let's get to the hockey. 2 games down, possibly 3 games to go. This is Game 3, series tied 1-1 between Durham and Deseronto. First face-off is won back to the captain, Johnny Hill. Flip through center. O'Donnell, he'll try and send it over. Austin Eastman on the forecheck. Shaw throws it out in front of the net. Lemke there to thwart that opportunity in the slot. Flip back down to Lepizera. Another person on hand will be watching Alex as he has been stone cold solid for Durham. Bickle destroyed that stick with a hard wrist shot opportunity, and couldn't find the back of the net. Sent back along the wall and into the corner. Deseronto digging. Hill into the slot. The backhand, he scores! What a pass, and Alex Tung again gets on the score sheet. That's goal number 3 for Alex Tung, the Deseronto Bulldogs. He is having an unbelievable playoff, let me tell you. Backhander is not an easy one to locate. The player doesn't know where it's going, and the goalie has absolutely no idea. Draw one back to Durham. Last time they were here, Durham got up to a 2-0 lead. Deseronto tied it back up. Durham took the 3-2 lead. Back to Tanner Bowl. That shot deflected up over the net. Oh, it's in front. Scores! Tanner Bowl! And he finds Twine. Boy, oh boy, am I ever a fan of him. Number 24, Tanner Bowl for the Durham Hawks. He does so many things well for Durham. And it's nice to see those hard-working guys have things pay off for him. Tanner Bowl, with his second goal of the playoffs, gets them back to even par. It's funny watching James. One team scores, he claps. The other team scores, he claps. I was saying in the opening that that's the great thing about me and James is that we get to cheer for both sides. We just love each team equally. To the point, sent towards the net and in behind. And Dakota Betts is there. Overland, another guy having a terrific playoff. Slapped in front of the net, and the clubs are buzzing. Noah Brandt sent in, and Lepizera will steer that aside out of the reach of any Bulldogs as it's chipped around to Bradley to the half wall here and sent back to Lemke. Lemke throws it around the boards. And it's out. Not yet. Martone picked off by Gustafson. Drop pass and a great defensive play by Justin Lemke. Martone sends it around the wall into the near corner for Mackenzie Smith. Goes back to Lemke. Smith dropping it back there. Having a hard time getting out is Deseronto. His forecheck is on full display here. It's just as soon as they go to the one side, they close it off. That is going to be dead. Draw back. Shot through to the corner. Luke Brown will be there and send it back into the corner now for Tung. Over to Eastman. Eastman trying to send that back around to Tung, and he'll get it to the corner. Nice move there to get off him. Fired through. O'Donnell threw the foot out, blocked that pass. Tanner Bull with the goal for Durham early on in this one. Young, what a nice smart play, but that's going to be for icing, but a nice play by Aaron Young to get that out of the scoring area. Well, your two goalies, I didn't mention them in the opening to begin the game. I mentioned them so much in the pregame. The Zara, 2-0-1, a 227 goals against average, and a sparkling .951 save percentage with a shutout throughout these playoffs. Dakota Betts shot through, and Aaron Young, who's posting a 3-0 record, 240 goals against average, and a .939 save percentage are your goalies of record in this one. Unbelievable numbers for these two combatants. Bickle can't win that draw as Austin Eastman has been very good on those draws. That's sent through the middle. Bickle will give it to Rhino. Rhino checked immediately there by Johnny Hill. And the two captains battle at the blue line. It went in, just waited for the offside to end. Deseronto collects over to Yule. Yule, a long rink wide pass over, and Luke Brown is in. That shot deflected up and over the net. Big hit in the corner by Dakota Betts. Yule sends it back down, and Betts was there to pick it off. That's in the slot. Eastman passed down low. The chance, slot again, and Eastman couldn't pull the trick. Every time Eastman's got it, and duck it. St. Hill will direct that down low into the Deseronto end. Eastman, pass over, and Deseronto and Durham will get a wholesale change. The blue line, Eastman gathers, backs the D up, but didn't back Lepazer up as he's out at the top of the blue paint to cut down the angle and smother that one for a nice face-off inside the zone. 15:38 remaining here in the first period of an action-packed first few minutes. You've got to love it. That draw is one into the corner of Jeff Morris's tape. Bull trying to send it along the wall. The Smale was there to support. Ironberg threw a screen, hits a foot or something, and redirected. And it just went wide of the net. Ironberg will drill that one, and Lepazzero will kick the foot out. Redirected in front again. Deseronto is buzzing. Shot from the point, another redirect in front. Lepazzero hasn't seen a straight shot all game. That's out of the reach. It's going to go all the way down for an icing. What action to start this one. Nice hat. That's the one that Aunt Shani got me too. That's hilarious. I did a big thing for her in the opening. That's awesome. The draw to the right of Lepazzero. Scriver. Did you know that, James? That she got me that hat?
Yes.
Into the slot and a redirect, and it just goes wide of the net. Tanner Bull will pick it up, sends it cross ice just out in front of Dawson Baker. He knocked it down, and Durham will pick it back up. Lemke to Baker. Saw him coming and gave him a little old back check there. Great recognition by Dawson Baker to not just... Yep, you betcha. Durham trying to thwart the Deseronto push here with some heavy hitting if they can, as Deseronto fears nobody right now. They're into the slot again. Backhander, and Lepazzero comes up with a neat little glove save again. Holds on for the whistle. You've got to love this action. Gustafson at the draw. To the right, Jason Shaw. Back behind him is Jordan Cannons, and Cannons got it, but the puck hopped on him and rolled over his stick. trying to force the issue, but that's wide of the net. Lepazer tracked it well. Get Durham's offense going in this one. Sent across, just out of the reach, rung around the wall. There's Brian Bickle, 3-time Stanley Cup champion, and Rhino saw him at the last second. St. Hill the shot, and Aaron Young stops that one and holds on for the whistle. Burtonshaw hobbling off the ice there. I think I don't know exactly what happened, but he will need some repairs as he goes to the bench. That could have been a wild collision at center ice. Holy Dinah. Bickle with O'Donnell behind him and Rhino to his left. It's one. Again, Deseronto winning a lot of the draws in the early part of this one. There's been a lot of face-offs left for Brian Bickle. He's got a new twig, looking for Rhino in the slot. Rhino spins, couldn't get the shot off. O'Donnell, the shot from the point, stopped. The rebound right on the doorstep for St. Hill, and that's knocked away from the danger area. Buell looking up ice, trying to spring him. That would have been an offside and brought back down into the Deseronto zone. Smart play by Luke Brown. Not touching that one. Kodabet sending that to Bickle. Dawson Baker trying to get behind him, and he did, but an incredible job by Johnny Hill to stick check him. Brown over to